The Teachings of the Bhagvad Gita. Chapter 15, Supreme Self. In this chapter, Krishna uses the metaphor of the world tree to describe the material world, with its roots in the divine and branches as various manifestations. He explains that the ultimate reality is beyond the senses and the mind, yet it sustains the entire universe. Krishna describes the path of liberation as the one that leads to recognizing this supreme reality. He emphasizes that by cultivating detachment from material desires and connecting with the eternal self, one can overcome the cycle of birth and death. Krishna also reveals that those who understand his divine nature and supreme position attain ultimate liberation. These chapters delve into the nature of reality, the qualities that shape human behavior, and the concept of the Supreme Self. They provide insights into the interaction between the physical and spiritual aspects of existence and guide towards transcending worldly influences to attain spiritual growth and self-realization. From Chapter 15, Supreme Self of the Bhagavad Gita, we can learn several profound lessons. 1. Metaphor of the world tree. The metaphor of the world tree illustrates the interconnectedness of all life and the different levels of existence. Just as a tree's roots are hidden but crucial for its growth, the divine sustains the material world. 2. Transcending the senses and mind. The ultimate reality is beyond the limitations of the senses and the mind. Recognizing this truth requires looking beyond the surface and cultivating a deeper understanding. 3. Path of liberation. The path to liberation involves recognizing the supreme reality and developing detachment from material desires. This allows one to break free from the cycle of birth and death, achieving spiritual growth. 4. Eternal Self. Connecting with the eternal self is key to overcoming worldly influences. By realizing the permanence within us, we can navigate life's challenges with greater resilience. 5. Understanding divine nature. Recognizing the divine nature of Krishna and his supreme position leads to ultimate liberation. This highlights the significance of acknowledging and aligning with higher truths. Overall, this chapter offers insights into the nature of existence, the importance of self-awareness, and the path to spiritual fulfillment. It encourages us to transcend our physical limitations and desires, guiding us towards a deeper understanding of reality and the ultimate purpose of life. Chapter 16. Divine and Demonic Natures. Krishna explains the differences between divine, Devi, and demonic, Asuri, qualities in this chapter. He describes divine qualities like fearlessness, compassion, truthfulness, and self-discipline, which lead to liberation. In contrast, he lists demonic qualities like pride, anger, greed, and deceit, which lead to bondage and suffering. Krishna emphasizes that people possess a mixture of these qualities to varying degrees. He cautions against succumbing to the negative qualities and encourages cultivating virtues. He also discusses the three gates to hell: desire, anger, and greed. The chapter highlights the importance of character and self-awareness in shaping one's path. From Chapter 16 of the text, we can learn about the distinctions between divine and demonic qualities. Divine qualities such as fearlessness, compassion, truthfulness, and self-discipline lead to liberation, while demonic qualities like pride, anger, greed, and deceit lead to suffering and bondage. The chapter emphasizes the presence of these qualities in varying degrees within individuals and advises against yielding to negative traits. It also underscores the significance of character development and self-awareness in shaping one's life journey. The concept of the three gates to hell, desire, anger, and greed, highlights potential pitfalls to avoid. Overall, the chapter provides insights into ethical and moral choices, encouraging the cultivation of virtuous qualities. Chapter 17, Threefold faith. Krishna elaborates on the threefold division of faith corresponding to the three gunas, qualities. He explains that people's beliefs, actions, and worship are influenced by their predominant guna. Different types of offerings, penance, and charity are described based on one's guna. Krishna advises performing duties in accordance with one's nature and inclination but without attachment to results. He emphasizes that sincere devotion, irrespective of the path, leads to divine grace and ultimate realization. The chapter emphasizes the significance of faith and the mindset with which actions are performed. From chapter 17, Threefold Faith in the Bhagavad Gita, several key lessons can be learned. 1. Threefold division of faith. Krishna explains that people's faith can be categorized into three divisions based on the three gunas or qualities: sattva, goodness; rajas, passion; and tamas, ignorance. This division influences their beliefs, actions, and worship. 2. Influence of guna on actions. The chapter underscores how one's predominant guna influences their behavior, beliefs, and practices. People tend to approach their actions, rituals, and worship in ways that align with their inherent nature. 3. Offerings and practices. Krishna describes how individuals of different gunas offer various types of sacrifices, engage in different penances, and perform charity. These practices are reflective of their nature and belief systems. 4. Duty and detachment. While Krishna advises performing duties in line with one's nature, he emphasizes the importance of detachment from results. This echoes the concept of karma yoga, where actions are performed without being attached to outcomes. 5. Path to divine grace. The chapter highlights that genuine devotion, regardless of the chosen path, leads to divine grace and ultimate realization. It stresses that sincere dedication and heartfelt worship are key factors in spiritual growth. 6. Significance of faith. Faith is depicted as a crucial driving force in human life. It shapes one's mindset, beliefs, and actions. The chapter underscores the role of faith in influencing behavior and decisions. 7. Mindset and action. Krishna emphasizes that the mindset with which actions are performed is crucial. Even though people may follow different paths, the sincerity, purity, and selflessness with which they undertake their actions hold great importance. Overall, this chapter teaches us about the interplay between faith, actions, and qualities, and how they collectively shape an individual's spiritual journey. It emphasizes the importance of understanding one's nature, practicing detachment, and nurturing sincere devotion, regardless of the chosen path, to attain spiritual growth and realization. Chapter 18, Paths to Liberation. The final chapter encapsulates the teachings of the Gita and offers guidance on choosing the most appropriate path according to one's disposition and circumstances. Krishna summarizes the three main paths: the path of knowledge, Jnana Yoga; the path of selfless action, Karma Yoga; and the path of devotion, Bhakti Yoga. He explains the attributes of a true renunciant, the qualities of a disciplined person, and the signs of one established in wisdom. Krishna encourages Arjuna to let go of doubts and ego and surrender to him completely. He concludes by stressing the importance of making a choice and dedicating all actions to the divine. These final chapters explore the contrast between virtuous and unvirtuous qualities, delve into the relationship between faith and action, and offer a comprehensive overview of the various paths to spiritual liberation. They guide individuals in understanding their own nature and inclinations and making informed choices that lead to self-realization and a deeper connection with the divine. From Chapter 18, Paths to Liberation of the Bhagavad Gita, we can learn about the three main paths to spiritual liberation: Jnana Yoga, path of knowledge; Karma Yoga, path of selfless action; and Bhakti Yoga, path of devotion. The chapter provides guidance on choosing the right path based on one's disposition and circumstances. It discusses the qualities of a true renunciant and a disciplined person, as well as the attributes of one established in wisdom. The chapter emphasizes surrendering ego and doubts, and dedicating actions to the divine. It explores the contrast between virtuous and unvirtuous qualities, highlights the relationship between faith and action, and helps individuals understand their nature to make informed choices for self-realization and a deeper connection with the divine.